next day, second morning here, and I am morning. That was a long time ago. I've been waiting for the weather to let up, and now it is letting up, so I am going to pick up the anchor and set off. There is a bit of wind out, I can see, so it's going to be reefed, but doable. Good direction, it seems. The wind should not be coming into the anchorage, but it has been all morning, and I guess that's just due to the terrain, so it's one of those local things, I guess. When I woke up this morning, I noticed that doing that change, that I was going back into the anchorage. And that's all good, but I also got the impression that I was on a really short scope. So I was swinging quite close to where the anchor was set, perhaps a little bit to the side of it, as a swing point. And so I think the anchor chain had snagged on something. So I was on a really short leash, and you can hear the snubber line growling in the or squeaking in the fair lead. So yeah, I started monitoring it, and for sure I was on a really short swing radius. So about 2 hours ago, I started to make a recording of the swing pattern again, and right after that the anchor chain seemed to be paying out, so it has been working itself through the snag somehow. I don't think everything is true yet, so we'll see. Perhaps I will have a problem retrieving the anchor today, but I have a few ideas of how to untangle it. So when I had the short scope, if that would continue to be the case, I would have tried to free it before I started winching in the anchor, because it's easier to pull with the boat's thrust on the snubber line. I don't want to put that kind of strain on the winch. But since I've nearly got full scope now, I think I'm gonna just winch in the anchor, and hopefully when the chain is vertically over the snag point, it's gonna come free. It is close to where the snag point must be close to where the anchor is. So let's hope the anchor is not gonna snag on anything. If there is stuff on the bottom. I have heard that the anchor chain has been growling on a rock or something in some directions, so we'll see what happens. I'll give you an update when the anchor is up, or if it's stuck, I'll probably give you an update along the way. So we'll see what happens. Now we're going to prep the boat for leaving, and then I'm going to start working up the anchor. The anchor is up, no problem. It was a bit windy, of course I got in some rain showers and so on, and it was gusting quite a bit. But the anchor came up, it came a real downpour just when I had about 20 meters of anchor chain left, so I just left the anchor and went back to the cockpit, and right at the end of it the anchor came loose. I had to run forward and keep pulling the anchor up and put the boat into gear again and take control over the boat, because we were drifting quite fast into the beach. So we had plenty of water. I was in 13 meters depth when this happened, when I took control over the boat, so there was no drama. It's just I needed to do it. So now we are getting out. The water looks smoother on the outside. Funny enough. So I'll set sails. I'm just going to wiggle my way around this fish farm, and we're going to head up in this direction and that way. So yeah, I'll take care of that, and yeah, we'll push on. I think I'm going to pass on this side of the fish farm. I'm just going to check the map that it's okay. So the two yellow buoys marks the end of the zone that you can't drive in, so, or motor in, or boat in, or whatever you should say. So I'm going to round those, and I'm going to head on. There's a small island behind this bit of the fish farm, and I'm going to go on that side of it. So yeah, that's the plan. So we are flying reefed main, first reef, and a bit rolled up the Genoa, and we are doing a good course across the fjord, doing between 6.5 and 7 knots. There is no current affecting this speed because we are going straight across. So the current is either going in or out, so we should be fighting no current. Yeah, we are heading towards Lukksundet. Most likely I'm going to pass through Lukksundet today and get as close to home as I can, because tomorrow is going to be tricky wind conditions, very light and very fickle and very shifting. So the weather is looking better, and it is time to make use of some good wind. I need to handle my sails before we go through Lukksundet. That's not really a place you want to sail through. When I get a little bit closer, I'm gonna start furling up the head sail, and I'm probably gonna drop the main as well. So a new sail configuration. I just furled the Genoa. When that was taken care of, I turned the boat into the wind, dropped the main, and let the boat just drift while I secured it somewhat. And then I unfurled the Genoa again, and the wind took the bow and swung it around, and now I could redeploy the Genoa to the extent that I wanted to. So now we are drifting by the Genoa towards Lukksundet, and we will see how far the wind is going to take us. I don't dare to have the main up, because the wind can suddenly shift in these narrow channels, because you get a swirl or something and it could really have some wind speed. The Genoa is more forgiving and easier to just roll up in a tight spot. So that's the reasoning why I'm doing it this way. So I'll sail as far as I think it's safe, then I will roll up the Genoa and start the engine. We'll see how it goes. Looks like a nice day on the water as well, but I kind of prefer this. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if somebody else took the fuel bill. I was going to anchor in between these islands if I'd gone yesterday, and wait or spend the night here and then leave towards Lukksundet. That is the bridge in front of us there. However, I'm kind of glad I didn't. I believe it would be windy in there. Looking at the winds right now and the way they've been all night. So yeah, I think it was an okay decision to stay. There was also not very good conditions to cross yesterday, and so on. So yeah, it is what it is. We have done the crossing now. It took really not too long at all, an hour or so. We are still doing 5 knots towards the bridge here. There is a 9 knot speed limit in here. 9 knots. So we have some some margin if they should come a gust. No, I don't think that's going to be a problem. But it looks like we can sail pretty far, perhaps all the way through. I'm really tempted to try this. It's probably really stupid to do it, but hey. I don't feel too smart today, so perhaps this is the day for being stupid. I'm gonna sail as far as I can anyway. If the wind goes bonkers in there, then I will just roll up the Genoa really quick and let the Volvo Penta take us through. So that is the plan. But it is nice. That looks like a really nice little cabin on top of that rock. And I guess there is a few more down the road. And also in this bay there's a little island there, and I think there's some nice areas in there. And on the other side as well, this is mainland Norway, and this is an island. That is Tysnes, it's quite a big island. Seems to be a nice place as well. We are doing good speed. I'm gonna watch where I'm going, which is this one. Figured I needed to record this. So far I'm sailing through this cut and it is really blowing in here, so I rolled up a little bit of the Genoa because it is shifting directions in here. That's why the main is down. Maybe I need to secure the main. So yeah, we are going through the cut. So this is the bridge. This is another sailboat coming out, and there's a motorboat behind me that's probably gonna pass me somewhere in here. I think the sailing height is about 60 meters in here. The air line or the electrical cable there is 60 meters. Not quite sure what the bridge is, but it is plenty anyway. So this is a bit exciting. So I'll make sure the Genoa is performing, and I'll give you an update by the bridge, I guess. The sailing height is 32 meters under the bridge, so that's plenty. And we are still under sail. It is really windy, 22 knots ish. So I have sailed under the Lukksundet bridge. That's a first for me. Can check that one off my list. And now we are entering Bjørnafjorden. So we're not out of the woods yet. The winds can be really tricky behind here, I guess. But hopefully this is going to work out. Really glad we didn't meet any bigger vessels in here, like a small freighter or one of these fast-moving shuttle boats that goes between different spots in here. They use this cut sometimes, but not today, thankfully, or not right now. So I'm really happy about that. So we are officially through Lukksundet. And that is just gonna let the Genoa play around a little bit. I guess the winds are gonna veer back, otherwise I will attend to it. So yeah, that was a sail through Lukksundet. I didn't think I was going to do that. I did not think I would do that. Didn't think I was that stupid, but I am. So here we are. I did it. So officially back in more homely waters again. I used to live in Hardanger, so we have been in Hardangerfjorden, but now I've moved and this is now my home stretch, I guess. So we are gonna, this headland sticking out here goes a bit further on. We're gonna round that and go back in on the back side of it. So yeah, we will see what we are going to do for sail configuration, because this is not the right wind direction. So that is going to change, and we're just going to ride this out and see what happens further on. And then we're gonna hoist the main again. What a day. I'll give you an update later on. We are back in homely waters. This is Bjørnafjorden. Always windy here, so we have good winds. We're doing about 8 knots. It is gusting more than I had hoped for, but we'll take it. So perhaps it is fine. It is fine. I put out a little bit more head sail, because in the gusts the main gets a little bit too much to say about the course, but that didn't help much. Hopefully it's not too many of those gusts, but anyway, as you can see, there is another one coming. So, but after that I hope it's we're out of the gusty zone. We have just left Lukksundet, and right now we are in a mixed zone where the wind tries to find its uniform direction. The gust or the funnel through Lukksundet and the prevailing winds in this area, and then you get these hectic moments like we are gonna have in 2 seconds, like now. So knots. And it is really moving. And the gust is gone. So perhaps 2 reefs would be good in these gusts, but we'll hang on just for a few more gusts to see if they are behaving a little bit better. We are moving away from the windy zone rapidly now, so hopefully that is going to be the last big one. We'll see. Quite hectic. But I've tidied up the boat since I set sail, so everything is good. So yeah. The wind direction when the gusts comes is very different from the wind that we are sailing in. That could be the reason for the boat rounding up a bit too much. So yeah, that's life. I'll observe and put together a plan to make this as good as possible. Yeah, it's been gusty, way more than I had expected, but we've done great speed. We've been between 7.5 and 8.5 knots since I set full sails, or set both sails. I played around with the sail configuration, went a little bit higher up into the wind. That helped a bit, and now I've fallen off again and rolled up a little bit more of the Genoa, and we are heading into the inlet that we are aiming for now to get home. So yeah, I don't think I ever have pushed the boat. Yeah, perhaps this is among the hardest I ever sailed a boat. So it is amazing what this boat is capable of. Way more than me, way more than me. It's a good boat. We are coming home a day early, but that is okay. I've sailed the same distance anyway, so I didn't get to sail less. I just made longer stints, and I had one day that I waited out some weather. Otherwise we would have done really small increments to get home. But this season has been really a lot of wind and always shifting. It has been a really tricky season, but now that the autopilot and everything is working, I'm confident in the boat again. So we'll see what we'll do next week. I'm heading home for the weekend. We have some things planned for this weekend, so Monday we are setting off for the last week of our holiday. So yeah, that is the situation as it is. I'll give you an update when we are closer to home. It is really nice. We are more or less downwind now, passing Tysnes and heading in towards Eikelandsosen. So yeah, it's been a good sail. I guess the winds are going to die down later on. Hope not, but they usually do. We'll see. I will tighten up the genoa a bit. It's too loose. So, but we're doing 8 knots even now. So amazing. This sail has been a good experience, enjoyable. Seeing that this boat has more potential than I am able to unlock, and then some. Yeah, I'm a novice sailor, so I'm just trying to figure out stuff as I go. And this boat has been really good. It gives feedback in such a good way, and you feel safe whatever you do. It's amazing. And in addition to that, it's spacious and comfortable and family friendly. It's really livable. So it's yeah, couldn't ask for more. So really happy. I will attend to Genoa a little bit. I think it's necessary. Catch you in a bit. There's a line in the water. You can't see it, but it's kind of obvious when you come in here. When you pass it, the waves disappear. You can see there's breakers out there, and behind it there's nothing. It's flat waters completely. It's it's actually really weird. I'm heading. I'm continuing this tack as far as possible in this direction, where you get close to the mountain there. I'm heading over to this opening here. That is the opening into Eikelandsosen, and that's where the boat is going to stay. So this is actually the last update, I guess. One tack and I'm home. So I just have to say thank you for watching. Monday is the new adventure, so I'm already looking forward to it. This has been a fantastic sail. We set sails right outside the anchorage because the winds were coming right into the anchorage. So on our way out, I was just motoring out and just at the main, and to avoid the fish farm I clocked the course over a few degrees, so we motor sailed past the fish farm. When we cleared the last buoy, I stopped the engine and set the course and rolled out the foresail and adjusted, and we've been flying ever since. So yeah, this was a quick sail. 24 nautical miles when I arrive at the marina. So it's I guess we've done 20 nautical miles so far. So that is amazing. So now the rain is starting to set in. It's not quite as nice weather in this area, so I guess I will run down and put my pallets on. I don't see any way to avoid it now, so I'll give you an update on Monday. New video then.